United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome. Today is April 8th, 2019. Can I have a roll call, please?
Beecher. Here. Hazel.
Here.
Wheeling.
Here.
Caprows.
Here.
Meyer. Here. Kraus.
Here.
So we had the minutes from March 25th. Are there any changes? If not, is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion made. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a second? Any questions on the motion? Roll call.
Beecher. Yes. Hazel.
Yes.
Wheeling.
Yes.
Caprows.
Yes.
Meyer. Yes. Kraus.
Yes.
Anyone from the audience wish to address the board? We have the village commission's beautification there.
Flowers have been ordered. They should show up the week before Memorial Day. We went with a different vendor this year. We went with Windmill Acres out on Brunswick Road, still within Washington Township area. So that's all I got.
4th of July Commission, trustee Meyer.
There was a meeting last week. I believe it was last week. I was unable to attend, unfortunately, but I know some of the things that are being worked on are some kind of ground rules for how the commission works, different tiers of volunteers and commissioners, etc. So I don't think anything was actually formalized. There was a lot of discussion. That's it.
Historic Preservation Commission, trustee Wayne.
Okay, we had a meeting on March 20th, and we talked about the Dixie Dash, or the Dixie, driving the Dixie. And I wanted to talk to the chief because driving the Dixie is coming from the south this time. You know, they're starting in Moments and they're heading north. So when they turn into Indiana Avenue or Penfield Street, they're going to be taking a left-hand turn. So I don't know if we can do something within that period of time. We're probably talking like 8:30 to 9:30 range.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that. Also, the Historic Society is planning on a display, Milt Pappas and another baseball player having a display set up at the museum. And that's going to run from June 8th through June 29th. And there'll be more coming out on that. So far, we have plaques installed. We have the Old Stage Tavern, which is the Princess Cafe, St. Paul's Lutheran Church, Fred Coit Home, which is on Gould Street, and we have the Albert Heller Home is up, Dr. Miley's house is up, the Hoffman Saloon, you know, that's the place on the corner of Penfield and Gould. The plaque is up there. St. Luke's Church, the plaque is up, and the Dixie Dairy Company, which the maintenance department put up in the Women's Welfare Park. That's where the dairy was there, and then it had burnt down. So we have a plaque there. We also have plaques out that still need to be installed, and we're working on other ones. We're getting ready to place another order to get some more out. So I'll get these lists out to you guys so you can see where they're at. So when you're driving around, you can see. But our main goal is to come up with a map on where these houses are located and these businesses are located, and give people an idea as far as how they looked back in 1900 and how they look now. So, you know, that's kind of what we're doing. So that's the report from the Historic Preservation.
Did you see the email that the chamber is supposed to be reaching out to Don Solomon?
Yes, and I talked to him
And I
as well.
I saw him today, and I again told him, call him, I'm gonna hound him each day until he does.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Frank?
Donna?
Could I read the commission? I'm sorry, I missed you.
I was just gonna do it at the end. I didn't
No,
want
go
to.
ahead, it's your turn.
Okay, with the youth commission, we had the Mom at Sundance this last Saturday. We had about 180 register, 145 showed up, so it was a well-attended event. And really, that's all to say about it. Wanted to just give a thank you to first responders. We had an issue and they showed up really quick, so thank you to our first responders. Our next meeting is not gonna be the third Wednesday this month, it's going to be this Wednesday, coming up this week, here at the Village Hall at 7:30. We're always looking for volunteers. Come on out and see us. That's all I have.
Thank you. Okay, trustee Beecher.
Okay, treasurer's report, Don?
The month-end account balance in the village accounts, $2,799,938.51. The month-end total in the commission accounts, $199,047.71. Total in all accounts, $2,998,986.22. The month-end balance in general, $627,245.67. The total of the commission bills, non-AP payments, $203,665.53. All pretty standard, nothing out of the ordinary. And if no one has any questions, that's the end of my report.
Just one comment, O&M is running hot right now, and transfers will be occurring after tonight's meeting, I would assume.
Correct.
So O&M will go down to 100,000, water and sewer debt will probably go over $1 million for a brief period of time. And water main replacement will go up probably by another 100,000. Because we make those transfers twice a year.
Any questions, concerns? If not, I'd like to make a motion approving the treasurer's report and report of financial activity for the prior month.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second, any questions? Roll call.
Kraus?
Yes.
Meyer?
Yes.
Caprows?
Yes.
Whaling?
Yes.
Basil?
Yes.
Missouri?
Yes.
Variance reports are, for the preceding month, are enclosed for your review. And approval of the bills, we have a few additions. Beecher Hardware for $583.27. Com Ed for $97.39. Crete Ace Hardware for $152.96. Purchase distribution companies, $1,159.90. The Verdette for $50. Tom's Truck Repair for $279.57. And TransUnion for $50. That's all the additions. Any questions or concerns on the bills?
Just one comment before you approve, we have, I think the park playground equipment bill is in there. And what we're gonna do is take the 15.5 out of the top lot account pay, the rest will come out of the park account in general. Then we're gonna move the sesquicentennial ad money onto the newsletter account, put that in the top lot and change that name to sesquicentennial account. And then when the sesquicentennial is done, that's when the TIF money will start rolling in if you approve the TIF district, so then we'll change that name to TIF account. We don't wanna have all these checking accounts, we wanna keep minimum numbers, so
Right.
that's how we're gonna kind of phase it through.
Correct.
All right, if there's nothing else, I'd like to approve the bills for the prior month for $180,771.13.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second, any questions? Roll call.
Missouri?
Yes.
Basil?
Yes.
Whaling?
Yes.
Caprows?
Yes.
Meyer?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
That has my report.
Trustee Pilling?
Okay, we need to consider some, we have to get some bids approved. I know Matt has been out getting prices for contractors for the remodeling of the 533 Reed Street. There's a list of the prices for the job enclosed in your agenda, so if you want to take a look at that. I know that we have already approved up to, I think it was 60,000, not to exceed 60,000. So what we're here for now is to get these approved so we can move forward in the remodeling. So the first motion I would like to make is it rewarding the bid or?
Were these sealed bids?
No,
They were
proposal.
proposals. So
Proposal
what
form.
you're doing is approving the proposal.
Okay. Okay. I would like to make a motion to, for the electric and lighting, approve the proposal from Gentech for the amount of $9,500.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second, any questions? Roll call.
Kraus,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Capros.
Yes.
Whaling.
Yes.
Basil.
Yes.
Zerk.
Yes.
I would like to make a motion to approve the proposal for the spray foam insulation from Foam Tech Industries for the amount of $15,300.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second, any questions?
I just have one question. Why, two of the bids are close and one is just astronomically, don't know, no
Do
reason.
not know. I had another one that did not submit a formal proposal that told me it was gonna be in the $40,000 range as well, but I didn't receive a bid from them, or proposal.
Okay, so it's just.
I'm not sure.
Two were down there, that was.
Yeah.
Any questions? Roll call.
Zerk.
Yes.
Basil.
Yes.
Whaling.
Yes.
Capros.
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
I'd like to make another motion approving the garage doors from Murray Overhead Doors in the amount of $8,932.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second, any questions? Roll call.
Kraus,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Capros.
Yes.
Whaling.
Yes.
Basil.
Yes.
Zerk.
Yes.
The next one, I'd like to make a motion to approve the proposal on the 3 service doors and siding to T&K Construction in the amount of $13,000.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second, questions?
Yeah, I got a question. Why didn't we go with the lowest one on this?
T&K offered a 2-year warranty where Carstensen only 1 year. So I figured for the additional $100 and some odd dollars, I figured an extra year was more worth our dollar.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Zerk.
Yes.
Basil.
Yes.
Whaling.
Yes.
Capros.
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
My next motion for heaters in the building, I'd like to make a motion to approve the proposal from Williamson Heating and Cooling in the amount of $5,590.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second, any questions? Roll call.
Kraus,
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Capros.
Yes.
Whaling.
Yes.
Basil.
Yes.
Zerk.
Yes.
Is that all that we need at this point?
Yes, good job, man.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
asphalt's okay?
Yeah, we only got one proposal for that, and some of the other stuff we're doing ourselves. The one proposal for asphalt is the company that we've always just kind of gone to, so I didn't reach out on that.
Yeah, I don't think we need to. Okay. All right, good job, Matt. And that ends that.
Thank you. Trustee Corus.
Consider authorizing payment to IHC in the amount of, now this has changed, so bear with me, $1,887,853.61.
You said again?
1,887,853.61. It's gonna remain pay request number 7, but it's just an extra month's worth they submitted it, so. Again, that would be contingent upon, receipt of the IEPA loan funds for work completed at the wastewater treatment plant. So I'll go ahead and make a motion authorizing payment to IHC in the amount of $1,887,853.61, contingent upon receipt of the IEPA loan funds.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second, any questions? Roll call.
Zerk.
Yes.
Basil.
Yes.
Whaling.
Yes.
Capros.
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Yes. Consider payment in the amount of $34,748.26 to Baxter and Woman for construction management from February 11th through March 14th at the wastewater treatment plant. Again, subject to receipt of IEPA loan funds. If there's no questions, I'll go ahead and make a motion authorizing payment in the amount of $34,748.26 for construction management, from February 11th through March 14th, to Baxter and Woodman at the wastewater treatment plant.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second, any questions?
Kraus,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Capros.
Yes.
Whalen,
Yes.
Basil.
Yes.
Zerk.
Yes.
Consider a proposal in the amount of $31,500 from Energenics, to split the water and sewer SCADA system and install a new water master controller at the Public Works Garage. This amount, we included it in next year's budget. There's an 8-week lead time, to have everything built and installed prior to the switchover. It would benefit us to just go ahead and pass it now. Again, this is where we talked about it, brought it up the last meeting or 2 months ago, about splitting it up, and, so, if nobody has any questions, I'll go ahead and make a motion approving a proposal in the amount of $31,500 from Energenics to split the water and sewer SCADA system and install a new water master controller at the Public Works Garage.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second, any questions? Roll call.
Zerk,
Yes.
Basil.
Yes.
Whalen.
Yes.
Capros.
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
And last, consider a proposal in the amount of $23,825 from All Pro Paving to patch bad sections of road. There was $25,000 remaining in the infrastructure budget for crack sealing roads. We didn't do it, it was just too small, we couldn't get anyone to give us pricing on it. So, with the amount we had budgeted to stay within our budget. So, Matt approached me on this, and I think it's a good idea. There's a couple of little bad spots, we can get some patchwork done with that money instead. So, I'll go ahead and make a motion approving a proposal, in the amount of $23,825 from All Pro Paving.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second, any questions?
How did you identify what sections needed to be done for this? Just what you know needs to be done, or is
Pretty
there,
much,
like,
yeah.
kind of-
Stuff that I know we don't have, $25,000 isn't gonna get us very far, so I know there's bad roads that need to be done, but these are small patches that we've gotten numerous complaints about. We've cold patched 5, 6, 7 times a year, you know, it's that they're just crumbling, so now that we haven't done any actual patching besides water main patches, you know, in my time here that I can recall, so,
You're probably right, it's been 15 years.
yeah.
Most of these are in, what we did with these is, and this is my opinion on it, is we tried to identify some roads that, had some bad spots, but aren't super high priority, where the entire road needs to get done.
Right.
Where it's some bad spots, because those roads, these smaller blocks of section, like one of them is a short stretch of Catalpa between, Penfield and Hodges, right, where it's heavily traveled because people go down there. We're not doing the whole block, there's some bad sections there that need to get fixed, but compared to other whole blocks of road, they'll take priority when we do get some money to do some road repairs, so there's an opportunity to fix a couple little bad sections, so.
These are just roads that are decent and just need patches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Kraus.
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Capros.
Yes.
Whalen.
Yes.
Basil.
Yes.
Zerk.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
We have the Youth Commission and the 4th of July Commission for appointments tonight. And the first one would be the 4th of July Commission. I would ask for a motion to confirm my appointment to Phil Solomon to replace Howard Perry. Howard Perry is becoming an ex officio member.
So moved.
Motion made, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second, any questions? Roll call.
Who seconded?
Jonathan.
Elise?
Zerk.
Yes.
Basil.
Yes.
Whalen.
Yes.
Capros.
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Also at the 4th of July Commission, it'd be Bridget Getke to replace Steve Kane, who resigned. Motion for that as well.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made in a second. Roll call.
Missouri?
Yes.
Basil?
Yes.
Whalen?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
Meyer?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
And the youth commission would be Catherine Gonzalez and Sarah Murphy, one of which would replace Heather Graham, who has resigned.
So moved.
Motion made,
Second.
there's a second. Any questions? Roll call.
Missouri?
Yes.
Basil?
Yes.
Whalen?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
Meyer?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
Thank you. I think that brings us up to date as of now. I think there's more coming down the road. Okay, tonight we need a, approve a resolution supporting the Greatest Region Compact of the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus. I'll explain.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of pressure to join this Metropolitan Pact. We're now in the minority of not having joined this pact, and apparently, if we don't, we're not eligible for certain grant funding, and we're not eligible for certain reduced electrical rates, for the, what they call the council. Right now, we're in the process of purchasing solar power from these community solar plants, the ones that we approved last year or 2 years ago. We have first dibs, if we join this compact, on buying that solar power at a reduced rate from the pool. And it would save not only the village money, but the residents' money down the road. So if we wanna get involved in those kinds of activities, we gotta join this green compact. I went through it, it's voluntary, it's not compulsory, all these things, and I talked to some of the communities that have been members for almost 2 years now, and they haven't been required or mandated to do anything. And that was one of the concerns we had when it first came up, is what are they gonna ask of us to do that could cost our residents money? It does not appear at this time that there is anything.
So there is not anything?
That's correct.
So there's no?
So we just have to go through these checklists and come up with objectives and just submit our paperwork.
Submit our paper to them?
Yes, Metropolitan Mayor's
We had like 3 emails requests, plus at the mayor's caucus meeting, which happens tomorrow. They keep asking for us to do this, and talking with my colleagues as well, there doesn't seem to be a downside to this.
So what if we're not in compliance and we send it out, is there any, just paperwork that's being filed?
That's correct. That's what worried me if we weren't in compliance, but it's all voluntary. That doesn't mean that won't change down the road, but that'll happen through state law, not by some resolution we adopt.
Someone so desires to make a motion for 2019-04.
I will make the motion adopting resolution number 2019-04, supporting the Greenest Region Compact with the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus.
Motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a second, any questions?
I just have one other question. If these do become mandates, are we able to get out of this?
Yes, it's a resolution. It's not an intergovernmental agreement or.
I just wanna make sure.
And we usually fight any unfunded mandates. Not to say that we're going to.
And that's one of the reasons I hesitate, I wanted to make sure that what they said they were gonna do, they're actually doing, and that seems to be the case.
Who started this?
The Metropolitan
Mayor's
Mayor's
Caucus.
Office.
I've known about this for several years, and I, like Bob, have just stood back and watched because I was afraid of the mandates, and there doesn't appear to be, in talking to the other towns that have done it.
A few months back, I went to Prairie State for this, and it seemed like they're just into green space and things like that, and solar and plantings, different plantings like the butterflies, and, I mean, it's a lot of that green space kind of
Native
stuff.
plants.
Yeah, native plants and things, that's what most of it was.
We're far ahead of the curve because we actually have a conservation design in our subdivision regs, which nobody has, you know, so we score out pretty well already on this.
Right, and a few of the mayors that spoke were, I mean, the communities were benefiting from a lot of it, so.
Do we have any idea whose job this is gonna be to do this? To enhance natural features of stormwater detention and retention systems?
I think you just volunteered.
Yeah.
Matt and I,
As a volunteer, I would
Yeah.
prefer, thank you.
How about all of us?
We're all in this together.
In all honesty, we've done a lot of this already. I mean, we're one of the few communities that was stressing wet bottom ponds.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's tough to do. That's very,
Any other questions?
we'll get beer out of here.
Roll call.
Kraus,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Caprows,
Yes.
Whalen,
Yes.
Basil,
Yes.
Missouri.
Yes.
Thank you. We are making progress with the quiet zone where we have several people agreeing with us that we shouldn't have to pay for that one railroad gate that has to be built. We still haven't gotten definite confirmation. The one thing I failed to report when we went to the Springfield lobby day, we met up with our engineer and I told him that I'm very unhappy that this is taking so long and we lit a fire under him. In which case then we did get some answer about the gates, but then now somebody went on vacation, I don't know if they came back yet, so we're gonna put a fire under them again every week. This is taking way too long. Anybody would like to make a motion to cancel the May 27th village board meeting?
So moved.
Second. Second, is there a third?
Third.
Roll call.
Missouri,
Yes.
Basil,
Yes.
Whalen.
Yes.
Caprows.
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Is there any old business coming before the board? Any new business? I would just like to congratulate all the candidates that have won this year. And wish them the best of luck.
I would like to shout out to the Public Works with the help with the Lions Club eyeglass and hearing aid box out in front of the village here. It looks beautiful. Thank you, Matt, and all that you guys do.
Yep, you're welcome.
The swearing in ceremony for the trustees, even though you're incumbents, you still get sworn in. Will be at the end of the May 13th board meeting. We'll be out of the township. So if you want to wear a suit for your official picture, that we may have to use for some reason, wear your suit that day.
And if anyone has a desire to change seats or be on a different committee, please
You're just
let me
gonna
know.
surprise us anyway.
If you have any thoughts, let me know. We do have an idea of how to change the way we do meetings in the future, and we'll let that be for excitement in the future.
It's exciting, you're looking forward to putting me and John next to you.
Is there a motion to adjourn real quick?
So moved.
For a second?
Second.
A second, any questions? Roll call.
Kraus,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Caprows.
Yes.
Whalen.
Yes.
Basil.
Yes.
Missouri.
Yes.